delightful child.
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing tonight? How's everybody's weekend so far? Appreciate that, Colin. Yeah, I just took some medicine just a minute ago. My throat was killing me today. Finally got baby to lay down. My head is just like pounding a little bit. So I took some Advil. It was Advil or Tylenol, something like that. I hate getting sick. I don't really get sick too much, but when I do, I make up for it for when I don't. I like started with a runny nose yesterday, and then today like I woke up and my throat was like hurting so bad. Almost felt like strep throat a little bit. But I know it's not strep because it's not like killing me at this minute. It would definitely last a lot longer if it was like strep or something like that. A little bit of a headache. My 10-year-old, he hasn't been feeling good. He's been laying in bed all day, and then baby girl's had a runny nose the last couple days and been giving her medicine too. Nothing too new in here. It looks like they took away all of Alice's vanity stuff. Probably come back towards the end of the season. Today we get 5 free Dales, so if you happen to be a couple shards short of that unlock from the Tails event, you should be able to get that unlock today. So make sure you guys are claiming that. Won't let me. I want more. Give me more. Give me more. Just gonna keep doing it until it gives it to me. That'd be a crazy bug, wouldn't it? You just keep hitting it, and then it just keeps feeding you Dales. That would be crazy. Alright, I'm probably gonna start lower than you see right now. Let's just diving into the deep end, doing something like that. I'm gonna go much lower. Warm up first. Oh, I have to restart it to get it. Gotcha. You got the invisible skin for Invisible Woman? Nice. You enjoying it? I don't know how to start out with. To start warming up.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
That can't be the best crew I have. I guess I'm doing it for the boost. That rush or whatever it is. I gotta work on their crew for Aladdin. Should have some more stuff to claim that I finished. Yeah, we completed this stupid thing last night that I just wasn't even paying attention to. Because it's irrelevant to like everything I do. We'll collect it though. I bet I'll only get like 28 shards or less. That's just what they've been paying out for racer shards for these Star Chasers since they switched. I'd like to max them. You know, that was kind of like my thing I was going for. It's like, yeah, I'd love crew, but at the same time, like, I also want to get the racer to the level to where I can apply another crew, you know? But yeah, if it was just racer shards over and over, and I'm just getting duplicates, that wouldn't be the best either. So I guess it's a decent balance. So I have 157 now for him. Let's see how much time I have into him. 2 minutes. Tried him for one race, wasn't feeling it. If I was a person that said I hate Mulan, this is what my total playtime would look like, right? Yeah. Who is this Hans? Who is this Hans? 0 hours, 0 minutes. 0 kilometers traveled. I don't know about Hans like that. I don't know what y'all talking about. You like him? There's a lot of people that do like him, but I think that's what turned me off from him. Once, you know, everybody was jumping on the bandwagon, I was like, nah, I'm not touching him. Same thing with Swan. I put 16 minutes at least. I put that into her. Still wasn't feeling it. Just not my kind of racer. I really like Barbosa. Like, he is annoying. I'll agree with that statement as well. So you really feel Herc is like that on that level? Cause I'm like, I think I'm what, like 10 shards away from having max shards for him? Should I start working on his supercharge tokens? I just finished up Goofy's today. It was ugh, I hated it. I don't know if I'm gonna max him out, but I have the 20 supercharge tokens waiting for me if I ever decide to do that. Alright, let's start out with a little bit of Jafar. Get warmed up in these lower ranks. No to what? Goofy? Oh, you're living with regret now? Because you didn't pick up the Goofy. But you got the pass though, right? It'll be back around. And you can count on it being that same price again. Because we got Black Friday coming up. I'm forcing them to go the wide routes with that gatekeeping. He could hop over it if he really wanted to. I'm sure he was hating me. He's probably higher level than me too. Oh yeah, he was 10 levels higher than me. At least he was my partner. You got the orange color for unstable? Tomorrow you're going for the ultimate VFX. Nice. Do you main her like that? Like, is she your main healer? Alright. Get the green color. Doorknob duplicates. I think we'll get to this next one. And maybe even 36. So when you're going support, you pick her. So yeah, she's your main healer then. 15 backwards skills, 5 speed pads in 1 race, win 3 races, finish 12 on Alice, win 5 with Candy. Ugh, that's a hard ask. I'm pretty sure I have a very low NPR King Candy too. I could probably get it done. I just don't like him that much. But I haven't tried him since he got buffed. So he might feel a little bit better. Leo. That's one way to... I like the font. Whatever font he's using. I like it. Yeah. Like I said, I'm totally down to do that, bro. Especially once you decide to start streaming and all that good stuff. After you drop your first videos and all that good stuff. And want to get a stream going, I'll definitely help push you. Get you comfortable. Are you gonna be doing a, like a mic and everything? Nice. Yeah, play around with it. Make sure you get your audio settings right and all that good stuff. Listen to yourself in playbacks. Just, you know, like upload them like unlisted or private. That way you can go back and listen to them before you publish them. Make sure it's something you actually want to put out. Is that Gaston? Or is that Belle? Yeah, that was Gaston. Yeah, there'll be tons of sales for that kind of stuff too around Black Friday to get it for way cheaper. They also have student discounts on a lot of websites too. They'll give you like a 30 to 50% discount if you just claim it for educational purposes. Like, I got a smart hub for my PC, so it basically like lets you run like multi-monitor support, because I only have one HDMI out on my computer, so I can now have like 3 monitors basically without overtaxing, you know, my system or anything like that. And then I can also plug in like 3 different external hard drives to it, or other different ports. It has like Thunderbolt 4, I think, so it can handle really like high data transfers. Like I think it's like 40 terabytes a second or a minute, something like that. Because it's like, you know, like it excels at data transfer and like heavy workloads, because I use it for like editing and stuff, like transferring between slave drives and all that, like big files for like audio and video and all that. But those, like the model that I got, it normally runs around like 300, 350, but I got it for like $40 through a website because of my school stuff. And then like my headphones, I have the Beat Studio Pros, which are like 400 normally. And I need them for like, because I need the 7 channels of audio, you know, for editing. And then I also want the direct digital to analog when you plug it in, you know, via 3.5 mil. So, there's like certain features that I really wanted from a good headphone for, you know, listening to audio playback and whatnot, when you're going through lots of layers of, like, you know, you got your different channels, like as far as dialogue and whatnot, but you also have like ambience, you have different sound effects and stuff like that. So it's like there's just so much. And then it has 2-way as well, so I can use it like when I can plug it basically into my external mic, and then still have the external mic going to like my camera, so I can hear, you know, in real time what it's sounding like, as far as like what the mic levels are and all that kind of stuff, to make adjustments if I need to. HyperX's ain't bad. They got a pretty good reputation. I use Rhodes myself, but that's, you know, just what I happen to use in film, so that's why I just kind of stick to them. I like their shock mounts. They're very small and lightweight. Like I have the NFT, like the big fat boy. That's the one I have kind of like mounted on a magic arm, but the ones that I put on my camera, like with the shock mount and stuff, I use like the Video Go Mic 2. It's a lot more lightweight, and it only uses power from your camera, so you don't have like that extra weight on the mic itself from having to hold a charge. 100 a month, I wouldn't spend that. Like, I would just basically, like, if there's a deal, there's a deal. Like, you should count on 20 going towards the Diamond Pass, and then just kind of wait on the deals, and then gauge if you really want to invest in the mid-seasons. Like, if you're not really feeling it, I wouldn't do it. Like, I don't really know how much I'm going to go into Scrooge, because I just didn't get the best impressions from him. Just like he was alright, just he felt kind of like Fozzie to me a little bit, you know, like Fozzie's like not the best fan, you know, he's like, he wasn't a difference maker like Chippendale was. Like Chippendale definitely were very unique. So, and then just like save, like have a reserve, because when the sale happens, it only happens for like a day or two. And you know, like you said, you don't want to live with regret, right? So just kind of save it for those moments that when you finally do get, like me, like there was plenty of opportunities. I could have worked and gotten shards for other racers during the back to school sale stuff, but I was holding out, and really hoping something with Cinderella would pop through. And sure enough, her chain popped in there, jumped on that, got her up, and then got her up to 40 from 35, and then a couple days later, they had her in the back to school sale, so I jumped on those, and then got her from 40 to 45. So I was glad that I didn't, like, you know, wail out on the school. Like, there's several people I could have worked on and gotten them a little bit stronger, but the only person I really did anything for was Davey. I got like a crew pack or two just to hook up my Pirates crew, since those, you know, like him and Tia and Barbosa are the main ones I usually like to run. So I didn't see that as like a bad investment for, like, I think it was like, what, $5.99 for 25 epics, 25 crew, and then 25 crew, both purple. So like it was worth it. They were all top speed crew too. And then I think I also jumped on one of the Sally ones too, just because I didn't have her epic yet, and I wanted to get my Nightmare Before Christmas up a little bit higher before I featured her in the stream. What's his combo tonight? I haven't swung over there. I just kind of set my own up a few minutes ago, and I've been sick, so I've just been kind of like at a sluggish snail speed, like the way my mind is working today. Yeah, dude, that Sally one, that was such a banger, dude. That was one of the best chains I've gotten by far. Bosa. Okay, are you in his chat right now, Rob? Ooh, you skipped out on 9, so you're kind of behind on some of the racers. Is that why your Zerg was so low last night? If you happen to hop in there before I get a chance to hop in his chat, could you ask if he could put me down for Bosa? We can just run together if you want, Rob. That way he can just get us in together on a group or whatever. So what was the last season pass you bought before you got into Alice? You're gonna do Baymax? Alright, yeah, you run a really strong Baymax too, so... Yeah, let's do some Bosa and Baymax on a team with them. If that works for you, Rob. If you plan on doing his combo tonight. I'm just kind of warming up in lower levels right now. Yeah, that sounds good, Rob. Thanks for reminding me of it. Cause I'll stream like most of the night and not even realize he's streaming, cause I'm used to him sometimes being off on weekends. And then like I'll be ending my stream and then realize he's streaming. I'm like, I should have known better. Cause like I won't run across him sometimes. They're dropping one up for Speedstorm and doing Crossworld. So you basically have to buy the game if you want to be on the one up team. Even though, like, we all met in Speedstorm. I didn't know that they were doing that. I haven't been over in their chat rooms in a couple days. So, like, I was over there like maybe 2 days ago, and I was kind of like talking to everybody in the voice chat for a little bit before I started my stream. Just to say what's up to everybody. Just talking to like Risa and Outcast. Wait, I gotta read that. Sounds juicy. Probably wasn't the best move to do. But still burned through him. Like, I didn't want to pop him off to where he got that boost, but at the same time, like, I know I can burn through it. I noticed they haven't really streamed Speedstorm that much lately. I noticed they've been doing like 5-6 hour grinds on Crossworlds. They said because of recent events. I know Smarty had said, like, he's not going to be running as much Speedstorm, but he'll still do Randall or whatever. Yeah, it's a nice break. That's the way I'm looking at it. Like, when I'm getting burnt out on Speedstorm, like, it might be nice to switch it up to that for a night or something like that. But it won't be something like here I'm grinding Speedstorm just about every night, right? At least 5 nights out of the week. I wouldn't do that for Crossworlds. There's no way. Like, that's just too much RNG for me. Yeah, that's what I was saying at the beginning. Like, it look visually, aesthetically, it looks very appealing because it looks like a premium, like $5 game at Dave & Buster's, you know. But like, I don't know, like, the only longevity I saw for me with it, as far as being strategic or anything, is with gadget builds. And like, is that mechanic alone gonna be like enough to keep me grinding and wanting more and to get through all the sweats and all that kind of stuff? And it's like, I like the collabs and everything coming along with it too. Like, it definitely has some very content-worthy stuff coming, but I just don't see it being a game I'm going to grind out. Well, not only that, but there's an RPG element to it. And that's honestly what keeps me coming back on a daily basis is, you know, my daily pulls, my daily grinds, and my events that I knock out, you know, my dailies. And that's what I used to like about when I played Destiny 2. Like, I had my daily stuff that I would go in for. I had my daily Vanguard missions I would knock out. I had my Gambit missions I would knock out. Just so I could, you know, chip away to get the resources I needed to really, like, upgrade something or go for a really strong run for a gun. Same thing with, like, Call of Duty back in the day. Like, I used to have my daily missions that I would grind for and, you know, leveling up my passes and everything, and it's gotten too much now to stay on top of Call of Duty. And it just takes up way too much of my hard drive, like over 200 gigs. It's just like, that is too much for one game. It's just way too much. Like, I like Warzone a lot. Like, Warzone's very easy to just drop in, have some fun, and still have a Call of Duty experience without having to, like, memorize maps and multiplayer and all that kind of stuff. Oh, hey, what's up, Irish? You sent a friend request. What's it gonna show up as? That way, because I have like a list of friend requests. And like every now and then, like maybe once every 2 weeks, I'll look through it, see who's high level, see who's like, whose name I recognize, and then I'll add those people, sort of thing. But I get like a bunch of random requests from people I race against or people that see me on boards and stuff, so I usually don't look in there too much. Friend invites. You'd be one of the more recent ones, right? Is that you, Mario? Or is it Martino? Or is it Fozzie? Oh, that's you. Irish. I got you, bro. I always add people that's in my chat. Alright, I'm gonna switch it up off of Jafar. About done with him now. Go up a little bit higher. Actually, let's try him out. It's been a minute. Yeah, he's MPR 0. I'm pretty sure I could get 5 wins with him, right? I think I got Sour Bill. Let's pump him up to 20. And then let's feel him out. Maybe he feels better. He's a trickster. I don't know where he levels up at. That's like what? Every 5, right? So it'd be at level 25 is his next one. I'm afraid to play in team mode at that low level because everybody's gonna be like level 1. Every 5 for tricksters? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I've been riding Hatter the last couple days and his has been on every 5. Because I know Brawlers is at every 2, so it's like 42, 47. What are defenders? Are they every 3? Like 33, 38? That sends his big old jawbreaker backwards, right? If I remember right. I only raced him during his Star Chaser when it was the The old chaser format. It's literally the only time I ever put into them. And I think I might have tried them out a little bit in regulated. But aside from that, I don't have too much candy experience. Doesn't feel too bad at 20. Doesn't feel like the slowest thing in the world, like some races do at 20. Like Goofy feels god-awful slow at 25. 4 and 9? Alright. That's right. Because 49, I had gotten Snow White up. And then 50 was waiting on me. Speedsters are 3s and 8s. Gotcha. Oh, looks like we're getting the DC. Yep. Never fails. Welcome back, welcome back. Sorry I keep sniffling. I got a really runny nose.
This car, she needs to be wet.
Come on, rescue racers!
I'm very fast,
When I was streaming the Fortnite event earlier, I was glad I didn't really like have to talk because I wanted, you know, just an uninterrupted audio experience because, you know, it's a Daft Punk experience. So I was glad I didn't have to talk that much because my throat was like really killing me. It was a really awesome event. Did you do it, Rob? I liked it a lot. It was one of my favorite in years now. I loved it way more than the Eminem one, than the Metallica one. Like, it was so vibing, bro. You gonna be live streaming too, bro? Sounds awesome, Irish. What are you gonna be focusing on? Are you gonna be like focusing on like tech, strategies, or like something along like a middle ground, or like a free-to-play route? I neutered Nightbot today. Told her to chill out on the caps and emoji stuff. She don't need to be raging out over that. Something kind of dumb to rage out over. Yeah, that's something you wanna feature for a video, bro. Because if you've got those kind of skills, then you got an advantage a lot of people don't know about. So you can kind of showcase that, or you can keep it to yourself and keep that advantage. Like, I wouldn't let off all your secrets, you know? Like, keep certain ones to yourself, so that way you can, you know, make sure you get some good wins in and get a pretty decent success rate, so people don't think, you know, like you're a garbage racer or something like that. But you also don't have to be on the level of like a sweat or anything either. Like, that's just too much grinding. Was that a win? Is it 1 down? 4 more to go. Yeah, like YouTubers of Speedstorm would be a good place for something like that. Like where we're pretty much all content creators type thing. Are you doing Irish? Are you gonna be doing videos or like strictly streams type thing or like shorts? Shorts, if you're gonna do edited videos, shorts are the easiest and fastest to kind of come up with. They're a lot easier, you know, to cut up and everything, but you don't have as much freedom. I don't feel like as I don't know. I keep going for that tap. It's much different than doing like a 15 or a 30-minute video. Especially if you're not used to editing on that level. I prefer just getting my content through my streams, and then if I'll timestamp certain stuff down, and then if I have the time to make a short, I'll just go ahead and download it, make my cuts, do my stuff, and then drop like a short if I can or something like that. Yeah, it's not as intimidating as, because it's like, it's easy to build it up in your mind that there's, and it can be that way if you're not used to seeing all those different metrics and whatnot. So it can, I know when I first started like editing on a more professional level, I was very like overwhelmed because it's like 1,000% intentionality versus, you can boot up something like Premiere and it'll hold your hand for a good portion of it. You still have, you got certain liberties and freedoms to be expressive, but it's very forgiving compared to something like Avid or DaVinci. Alright, that's 2 down, right? Knocked out my dailies. Alright, 2 out of 5, 3 more. Knocked out those out. Good stuff. So yeah, if you're already racing on that level, Irish, I would just go ahead and record yourself. Like, go ahead and set up your streaming, set up your link and stuff for your YouTube, and then just upload it as unlisted or private, so that way only you can see it, and only you can edit it and stuff like that. And then start like kind of familiarizing yourself like, alright, do I want to focus on featuring this person more since I'm good with this person? Think about who you have high levels with. Also think about what class you like to run the most. That's something I'm always factoring in, is my play style. Because I have a very unorthodox kind of play style. Like, I usually go for characters other people don't want to go for, or I like a lot of team support, like, because I really like running midfield a little bit more, like bashing around, thrashing, having some fun. I really don't care if I get in first like that, especially if I have meta people like in the lobbies and on my team. I already know I'm going to be struggling to get first anyway, so I might as well cause as much disruption and havoc for those kind of racers as I can. And that's, that has a lot of value in it itself as well. Yeah, keep it small at first so you don't overwhelm yourself. Kind of start getting an idea of, like what you're good at, what sets you apart. And that goes for any kind of content creating, honestly. you gotta like, you don't have to have like this off the wall, like completely original niche, because like there's so many out there that people, you know, they say it's oversaturated, but you just don't want to be doing everything that everybody else is doing. Because like one example of that would be like, you know, you watch a Mr. Beast video, for example, and you're like, alright, this guy has all these viewers and all these subscribers, so I'm going to make a video like his. You try to do that, and even if your quality is 1-to-1 on the same level his is, you still just won't get those kind of views and those kind of followers because you're not on that level yet. So a little bit more quantity in the beginning is a little bit better versus quality. Like, it's good to have quality. Like, I always think about quality stuff, but I'm also trying to establish myself to where, you know, I have a good amount of videos. People are realizing I'm consistent. You know, like, I'm here to stay, and they're also kind of feeling what I'm about as well. And I'm not just another video and another streamer type thing. It's because I use my other channels, I used to just only do videos, and it was so hard getting subscribers and getting pushed into the algorithm. Because people didn't know who I was at that point, and they didn't know what I was about until they finally like come across my video or something like that. But if I'm streaming live just about every night, every day or whatever, then people are like, oh, I recognize him. And then also networking is huge, dude. It goes with a lot of fields, but especially content creators. If you're racing with certain people on a regular basis, and there happen to be content creators as well, just, you know, shoot them a message in their chat, say what's up, you know, pop into their streams regularly. Don't like try to self-promote too much or anything, because that can definitely give off bad vibes. But it's like most content creators, as long as you're respectful and you're engaging, you know, like I have not met a single content creator who hasn't, you know, like wanting to give somebody a plug or a shout out or something like that. But I've seen other people do it the wrong way, and that's like all they talk about is, oh, I'm streaming too, or something like that, and then that's all they come to say. And it's like, alright, you're just coming to leech, basically, because you want people to come from my stream into yours type thing. And that's where it doesn't sit well with some streamers. So yeah, just networking, you know, and that includes Discord, Reddit, pretty much everywhere you would normally see people in our community. And then just kind of engage in those chat rooms, get familiarized with people, get people to recognize your name on a regular basis. And then, like I said, it comes down to respect. Just, you know, just treat others as how you would want to be treated, you know. And if you really get to know somebody, then you can kind of go around that a little bit and kind of mess with people. Once they, you know, like, there's this one streamer, Seymour, I just mess with him, because, like, I feel like we're that acquainted at this point. But, like, I have nothing but respect for the kid, you know. But at the same time, if I buck with you, you know, like, I'm gonna mess with you a little bit. I'm gonna jab at you a little bit. But that just means I like you. That's all that means. Alright, one more win. Yeah, you don't mess with Seymour at all, bro. You guys are like twinners, bro. Like thing 1 and thing 2. Somebody's got his Dale unlocked from those free Dale shards. Good for him. Always like seeing people get new unlocks, especially mid-season unlocks. Have you ever done any editing or anything, Irish? Like for school or anything like that? Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I think you guys are definitely on a peer level. As far as relatability. Ah! Mirror, mirror. I don't know if we're getting this one. Yeah, he got him a boost. Let me get some knockback going on. Push him out of the way. Is it a supercharged EV too? More than likely. Let me just get it. Come on, come on. Burn him, burn him. He likes being like that. Yeah. Pushing people around, being a bully with your supercharged EV. Your kids are helping you with it? With editing? Yeah, I've neutered her a little bit as far as Nightbot goes. She doesn't crash out on caps and emojis now. I disabled that part of her. I was kind of getting tired of her right out the gate. I'll do it again. It's like, what? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing without my permission? It's like, there's more where that came from. And it's like, whoa, bro. That's like the opposite vibe of what I'm going for my stream, bro. I'm like into ASMR, chill, laid back, and you're just like, there's more where that came from. It's like, bro, go into the other room. Yeah, he definitely doesn't feel too bad. I just don't know if he'd be the person I would go to. You're free now? You can fly, you can fly, you can fly. I'm a bit of a Disney dad, so I know more Disney songs as an adult than I did as a kid. Because of my 10-year-old, getting him into the older stuff. I really wanted him to have an appreciation for older animation. So I was always putting on Pinocchio, Peter Pan, Sword in the Stone, Fox and the Hound, the OG animated type stuff, the old Winnie the Pooh animated stuff from the 70s. And then now that I have baby girl, and now I'm getting the girl end of it. And I already knew, like, I already put my other kid through, like, Snow White and stuff. So, like, every time I'm putting it on for her, she's, like, amazed that I know the songs and stuff. Because, like, I'll put it on and she's, like, fascinated. You know, she's singing by the well. And then she'll look over me because I'm like, I'm wishing for someone. And then she's just like, what? How you know that? I'm like, bro, you just don't know. Love my dwarfs, bro. Yeah, a lot of people's asked for her, man. She's definitely highly sought after. What was that? Looking for missions, right? We knock it out? We knocked it out. We can get off candy. Starting a little bit of chip. I like my chip. I think I only need 7 more to get them up to 40. That'll be his next top speed. Switch it over to team. Are you hopping in the game or anything, Callan? Gotcha. Yeah, I'll play around with that invisible woman. What are lobbies like tonight in Rivals? Pretty sweaty. Alright, we are popped off. We are good to go for the rest of the race. Let's shoot some rockets. Blind some people. Like, tap is good and all for some burst, but I like hitting me some rockets off and blinding people. They're not expecting it usually. Like, who just blinded me? Me, bro. Because I don't think his, I don't think his clues give you burst anymore. I think they nerfed it. So it's almost better going for the rockets. Yeah, not much I can do at 35. I don't know how I'll beat a level 50. Yeah, maybe chip's just not the play until I get them up to 40. Mess around with some queen. It was worth the money. I wish they had one for, I think they do have one for Psylocke, don't they? From the last, Summer Pass. Alright, I'll open up a party, get you in. My nose starting to feel raw. She was the last summer wave. I vaguely remember, but I have her classic, you know, purple suit that feels like a bikini in itself, you know, like a onesie. The Torch summer skin. Which one is free? Is it, Thing? Is the free one? I wish they would have given us the Speedo one for free. It's such a peak skin. And Loki's Speedo skin. That skin goes hard, bro. Yeah, I'd love to have you in Irish. What, who you working on tonight? Alright, I gotta get some hat and some cards going on. Going for the ability. Hatter got me. Alright, I need some cards. I've only pulled cards once this whole match. That was wild. Who's that? Is that Rebel? Let's see if Rebel wants to hop in. You trying to build up your Hatter? Yeah, I can definitely help you with that, bro. Appreciate that, Callan. I consider myself maybe a B tier racer, maybe low A. Definitely not on the S tier level. I can definitely have my good moments. And I would say I consistently have more good moments than bad. Like, it's one thing if you're under-leveled, but it's usually my skill's pretty decent. Yeah, you'll eventually build them up too, those maxed out racers. It'll just start snowballing after a while. Because for a while, the only one I had was, Kristoff. Ugh. 2 freaking stuns. 3 stuns. Why did they like stop right there? Was he throwing? Or did he get DC'd? Probably got DC'd. Yeah. Alright, GG's. What level's your hatter at, Irish? It's crazy. I added Comeback Kid way back when I first started racing because I always saw him in regulated leaderboards. Like every single leaderboard, I would see him in top 50 or whatever. And that's back when I was pushing regulated like that. So I had sent him a request because his account looked stacked. And then I just checked it the other day, and mine is like 2 to 3 times more stacked than his is. It's like, wow. Didn't realize I was going that hard in the game. He's at 35? Nice. What MPR you got him out? Ah, missed that. Ugh. I'm starting off bad. I don't know if I'm gonna hit many hats either. It's just not that map. Not the best map for her. There's just too many routes other people can take. Of course, you double teamed me. It's a 3-on-1 fight. Of course, somebody clocks right at... Oh my gosh, dude. Alright, at least I clocked right at the last second before they crossed the line. That was ridiculous. That was just a little ridiculous. That was a very tug-of-war match right there. He's at 19 MPR? Alright. Why is it still showing the shop? Must be these deals. Did it really just give me a second payout? Because you saw me get the first one, right? I think, Callan, you were probably the only one that saw me get the first one because you had told me I have to log out to collect them. and then I was sitting at 51. So did I really get 10 Dales? Is that what that was? Cause I do remember this animation at the beginning of the stream. And then I remember I kept clicking it and I was like, man, just give me more. And I was just playing, but yeah, now it disappeared. Now it's officially gone. So yeah, I think I got 10 Dales. That's what's up. I usually don't, like, I got so burned last season, so I'm glad they're, like, throwing me a bone now. Because that Alice experience was just so bad for me, man. Pulled nothing but 2 racer shards until I hit level 40 with her. Like, I was so stung by that. Like, I was straight up dogging on her. I'm like, I can see why people like her. It's just I can't have that experience with her yet. Like, I was kind of sour about it a little bit. I felt kind of burned by it. Because I had put like 20-some tokens into her and only got 2 racer shards. I got maxed out doorknobs on day 1. So I'm glad, like, last season, like, Chapter 6 was very doable for me, so I was able to hook up my Queen of Hearts a little bit. Alice is your top NPR? You almost at UC for her? Have you gone to UC with anybody? I'm about to hook up my boy Romy. He streams on Twitch. He hasn't UC'd anybody yet. I wanna pop that cherry. Get him his first UC. Of course I did. I just need one more heart. Give me a card. Give me that auto. Alright, let's see what this does. Alright, gotten 3rd. Good stuff. What football game you watching? College football? Because it's Saturday, so it's probably college football, right? Yeah, that's the same boat I'm in. I'm having to farm a little bit for upgrade. Because I'm only like less than 20 shards away from maxing them out, I think. College football hits different. It has a totally different energy than NFL games do. Like, those kids are really just giving it their all, trying to get that sponsorship or trying to get on a team. plan as hard as they can for them scouts, so they're just taking crazy good risks. Of your level 45s? Who are your level 45s?
The ore is powerful. The game has changed.
I'll take a look after this race. Penn versus Oregon. Who's your team? I grew up in Florida, so I was a Gators fan when I was younger, but then when I got towards like my teens, I jumped on board with the Seminoles. Miami Hurricanes isn't that bad. I know a lot of people that were those fans. But also, like, I lived in Virginia for a lot of years, so I know a lot of people that loved, you know, they were either Virginia Tech fans or they were Tennessee Vol fans. It was like one or the other. And then I lived in Utah for like the last 6 years, so I'm not a big BYU fan because I don't like their program, I don't like the school, I don't like anything that it represents. I'm like very, what the, that was wild at the end. Florida State took the L last night. Who are they playing? GG's. Yeah, I hit a wall and I was stuck there. So was that, there was a Zeus that was stuck on that wall too. Like that last turn. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm gonna check out your 45s. Alright. Out of pretty much these 10 or these 8, Swan's a very solid cloak defender. A lot of people run her, a lot of people like her. They live and breathe her. A lot of people, well, I'm not gonna say a lot of people, but there's a decent amount of people that like Dash and Genie. Jack is very favored amongst a lot of people. He really doesn't have many drawbacks that I can tell. He has really good box spawns, really awesome team support. He's very balanced. He's your safest bet. If you didn't want to go with Swan for a cloak, then I would say Vanellope. But that's literally all she can do, is she can burst. That glitch, well, you know by now, you pretty much taught me what she could do, so you know her limitations. We're not even going to talk about Milan. Zeus is a glass cannon, like you always said, right? That's his, like, he can really get up there. He is almost on an S tier level. I would say he's low S if ran by the right person, but he can't handle a stun, especially once you're locked into that animation. Yeah, I feel like Skelly's pretty balanced. Handling's at 4200, but that's not as bad as 2000 something, right? or even 3,000. Like, that's a balanced racer. Yeah, I got Penelope maxed too. I like her for a cloak. If I'm wanting to specifically run cloak, I like her in that regard. I haven't done anything with Swan. Wasn't impressed by her, and I just don't jump on bandwagons like that. So I wouldn't say Sully. Sully's just a little too basic. Like, I don't think it's basic in the good way either. You might want to go for Pete if you plan on supercharging him. No, you're supposed to record it for me. That way you could show it to me. How to do those burst glitches. So yeah, I'd say Skelly's probably the safest bet. But if you really like glass cannons and you can work around that, maybe Zeus is your play. Alright, yeah. Yeah, just send a couple clips on Discord or something. Doesn't have to be edited or anything like that. Just some raw stuff. Yeah, he has a pretty nice account. Ugh. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. She was just swinging too slow. He's not giving me any cards. Alright, finally got one. Alright, got some auto. Let's catch back up. That is literally the only thing you can do to catch back up to in UC lobbies when you're underleveled. All these people smacking stuns around. Alright, 1 and 3. Good stuff. That second auto definitely helped out. That's crazy. Since day one. You have pretty much everybody unlocked too, right? Yeah, you have 100. I think you're missing one? Yeah, you're just missing Lotso and Hatter. wish Lotso had a higher shield spawn rate. I like don't want to run him because he gets stunned and he becomes almost useless. Yeah, I saw that. I saw a bunch of level 40s in there. I like having a reserve of MPR 0 and like really low level racers. Just to, if it's a rainy day, there's nothing to feature, then I can pop one of those out, start their journey, or if somebody needs help with a brand new racer, then I have those options. Alright, yeah, I'll check out your account, bro. Get out your way. Getting some lab tap in. Yeah. Once it just becomes like repetition, it kind of just becomes like breathing. There's so many races a night where I'm just like talking, but like I'm honestly like not even paying that much attention to what I'm doing racing because I've run the lines so many times and it's just like a subconscious thing at this point. Like sometimes I'll lock in and I'm like, alright, like screw that. And then, but for the most part, especially if I'm just chilling and chatting with you guys, I'll just be running it like this. You're like, wait, did I win? Wasn't even paying attention. There's been so many Snow White grinds like that, dude. Man, got him all the way back there. What the heck was that kind of clock? That was the slowest clock in the world. It wasn't even a clock. I don't even know what you would call that. Alright, let's go check out your account, Irish. Yeah, definitely want to be knocking out your dailies. Hey Nika, how you doing, bro? How's your weekend going? Alright, 118 hours in, 73 racers owned, win streak 15. The highest you've gone is GC this season. Alright, you haven't hit UC with anybody. At least this season. Alright, so you got a maxed out Gaston, good choice. Jasmine and Sally, so you jumped on that chain. And then you also picked Vanellope last season. Is that how that worked out? Alright, you got a strong Mickey, strong Jack, strong Alice. Hatters at 34. 2 level 5 crews. Pretty nice. I'm always looking at people's Lilos. And their Snow Whites. Yeah, this isn't a bad account, dude. I've seen a lot weaker ones. A lot weaker ones. You got Queen of Hearts already. And you got Hatter. You have Dale. You already got Forky and Zerg. You've only played for 3 seasons? So when did you start, like Baymax? Or Hero season? Alright. So you don't have Chip yet, Cindy, Corolla, Davy. Dude, you should definitely go for Honey Lemon. If you like Alice, you'll love Honey Lemon. Honey Lemon is like, I feel like she's like 100 times better. There's a very unpopular opinion, but I love Honey Lemon. I love her a lot. She's my favorite Big Hero 6 racer. A lot of people love Baymax, and rightfully so. But I really love Honey. Don't look at your Snow White. What's your Snow White? I gotta look at it now. Now I gotta look at it. Now I gotta look at it. What? Why is that automatically highlighted? I clicked left to look at racers and then it's like delete friend. It's like, what? Alright, well, let's see where you're. Ooh, 21-21. You have all of 1 hour, 37 minutes in her. Ooh, 5,000 top speed. I don't even remember what that was like. Yeah, Toy Story was last season before Alice. Let me show you what my Snow White looks like. Look how many hours of playtime I have in her. That's a yeet right there. When I saw this, like yesterday, I was like, oh, I put that much time into her. Because this isn't time that's like in the lobby. This is like the 2 minutes that you're in a race. Every 2 minutes counting. That's what that time it represents. 345 multiplayer wins. Yeah, dude, she is so peak. She got nerfed. She's not what she used to be, like even last season. But not last season, but Toy Story season. But she's still really good. Yeah, dude, she's totally worth it. So yeah, she'll get up to probably almost 9,000 top speed once I max out the Prince and Dopey. Gotta hate Forky. Don't let Seymour hear you say that, bro. I think I have... Yeah, I only have 10 hours in on Tia. How about Barbosa? 14 hours in. Honey, 10 hours. Cindy, 9. Queen is only 6. Jesse's 9. What about Davy? Not even 6. Can't really think of anybody I've run more. Maybe Anxiety? No. 3 hours. No way. What about Hero? Hero used to be my top used. Alright, 10.5 hours. So nobody's even coming close to my Snow White. Nowhere near 33 hours. It's crazy. And And then if you go to your ranks, and you can, if you focus on a certain racer, there's individual boards for those racers. So for Snow White, I'm number 2 in the world right now. I'm not gonna pass Matt. He's gonna take it this season, then he's taking a break next season off of her, and then I'm gonna take over and get number 1 for next season. That's kind of how we're working it out. Because he wants to be first with her at least one season. So do I, so we're not gonna like compete with each other or anything like that. Last I saw on Aladdin's leaderboard, you were like, I think you were at like number 10 or 9. I really wish these were alphabetical. I have to like take my time looking for certain racers unless I automatically know where they're at. Love tap me pinga. Oh, you're at number 2, bro. Bro, you're not far away at all. You're at 1,500 away, bro. 1,600. That is extremely doable. I wish I only had 4,000 to shoot up to. The purple crowns? Are you talking about like in my chat on my channel? That's the XP that you gain from engagement. You get XP points. So the more you engage, you know, like leave reactions, likes, stuff like that, that all adds up for chat XP, and then it gives you like that little icon next to it and everything like that. And then in my Nightbot, it also shows me who my most regular viewers are and stuff, so that I can like give those people shout outs or their own little command or something like that. So I have kind of ways of like keeping tabs on all that kind of stuff. Of course you got credit, bro. What you talking about? Yeah, you got a plug before you even launched your channel. What you talking about? That's weird. It's not showing a crown on yours. Yeah. Is it showing what your XP level is? Like in the top of the chat bracket? It's also something that you have to accept, like in your settings. Like there's a certain, like, I think it's in moderation or something like that when you go into studio. It's something that you have to enable. Like not for yours, but just to be able to engage in it, from what I remember. So it's like it's turned off by default until you, I think, enable it in your studio or whatever. Or it could have something to do with your account, you know, where you're under 13. Until you said what, November, right? Alright, 1 and 2. Good stuff. You feeling like Zeus is worth the max out? You're consistently getting wins with him. Yeah, you should definitely do it, bro. Do a birthday stream to launch your channel. You feel like he's a better Aladdin? Because I don't feel like he can rapidly spawn abilities like that, like Aladdin can when he's in carpet. Yeah, might just want to do it that weekend. Or save it for your Thanksgiving break. That way you can like fully lock in type thing. And then you'll also have a better percentage of like more viewers, since most people will be, you know, like on holiday or out of school at the very least.
This is going to be quite the time to get started. Tick-tock, tick-tock. This ain't the roller rink.
Yeah. Dude, they're just like right where I'm. They're spawning right in front of me. Stupid acorns. There's like 50 of them. And then where there isn't an acorn, there's just another stun waiting for me. It is ridiculous. For being a heavy, she gets pushed around a lot. That's crazy. Just the wind alone is enough to like push her across the map. And she's supposed to be a heavy. Was that Arashi? GG's. See if Arashi wants to hop in. Excuse me, sorry about that. Alright. Not too far away from those season box credits. Alright, sounds good, bro. Oh, nice. Perfect timing.
Seatbelts save lives.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Of course I got smacked around that far. Oh my gosh, why am I hitting walls like that? Can't even reach anybody with my hands. Except that Corolla. Sure, they were up there. Is that Snow White, bro? That's who I should be running. It's just not the combo right now. Alright, 235 will still get it. See how long we can keep this streak going. Maxed out Baymax, maxed out Barbosa, and maxed out Frozone. I have never heard of any of those players. 1, 2, 3. Good stuff. Yeah, there's a reason why I never heard of any of those players. They were not supposed to be in this rank. I should be streaming for another, like, let's see how long we've been going. We're hitting the 2-hour mark now. I will try to go for another 2 hours. That bell barely slipped by at the end. Her birds helped me. That was funny. Alright, sounds good, Cal. What was that? Dude, what did I get stunned? 134. Really glad I hooked up my Pirates crew during the school days. He's feeling like a million times better than he did last time I tried him in streaks. Until I maxed him out and hooked up his crew more, he always kind of felt a little bit more towards like dead weight as far as speed goes. Because like if they were out speeding you and you couldn't catch him with your hands, then he was just falling back. But he has a lot better chance of catching up and staying up there towards this level, for sure. Oh, you sent it? Awesome. I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, I'll go check in a minute. Did you send it on Discord? Alright. Alright, so basically when you hit her charged, you bunny hop? Or do you have to time it when she's glitching? Right. So you time it when she's about to glitch out? So do you want to be in the air while she's glitching, or do you want to be landing while she's glitching? Alright, you gonna be running some streaks too tonight? You're gonna maxed out Barbosa, right? Oh, are you serious? What is this wall? It won't... That was not it. That was a bogus wall. I can't get a clock. Give everybody else clocks when they're in front of me. Can't give me one. Just give me a bunch of useless shields. Give me an epic that's useless. I don't need that. I do not need this. I need a clock to catch back up. Nope. Alright. See if Rob wants to race some more. You trying to work on anybody, Rob? Ah, I already see. I already see what time it is. We're running our girls. Gotta get that wifey club going on. You probably, so you like Will the best? I haven't even touched him like that yet. So close to number one. Oh, you talking about the last race? Yeah, dude, so like, you know, like after that first right turn, where you got those lifts right there to go underneath, you know, that arch, that first jump, it like hit the wall, but it wouldn't reset me. So I just sat there like nosing it, and like I backed up and it still wouldn't reset me for like a second. You jelly of that snow? Let me show you what she looks like when you got her in prime form. Yeah, she was somebody I definitely went after like hard. Like every time I saw her chain in the shop, I jumped on it. Like I was getting mad when people were jumping on the bandwagon like a month ago, and they were all running Snow Whites like that. It's like, what is this? Why y'all messing with my girl like that? It's like, y'all don't know her like I know her. See what you do. I made that Woody upset. GG's, Rob. If you didn't know, Irish, that guy right there, King Rob, he's number 1 Moana in the world. He also streams on Twitch. Yeah, it's the kind of community we like to kick it with, you know? People just starting out, all the way to people that are in their prime. Everybody in between. The only ones we really don't have, like, in the community, like, within the free circles that we run with, we don't really have the, like, toxic racers, you know? The whole haters, ragers, and all that kind of stuff. That's usually the people we don't associate with that much. It's like, it's one thing to get passionate and worked up and upset or something about a stupid little mess up, but it's like another when you're just like completely a negative Nancy, right? Or like dogging on everybody, that kind of thing. It's like try to battle it with positivity sort of thing and try to break the mold of what people think gamers are. So people think they just rage out and they're trolls and toxic or whatever. That doesn't represent, I don't think, a lot of gamers. Those are just the ones that get the most attention. Because they're having a little baby fit. Really? They're both running like that? Just crazy stun. It's also not letting really me pull hats like that. I gotta do something cheap. I really don't like hitting her auto unless I have to. I'd rather just pull hats. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Yeah, that was bad. They were running strong, whoever it was. Oh, that was Wolf. Understandable. Wolf runs some pretty good strong races. Surprisingly, Woody won it. I'm always crapping on Woody. Always saying he's like low A at best. But KC's proven me wrong. How do your kids Irish, if you don't mind me asking? Always like talking to other dads about their experiences.
Exciting, isn't it? You said let me run.
I could win this race with my eyes closed.
Who's ready for an adventure? This is sort of like a horse carriage, right?
I sure hope I make him laugh.
Ooh, your oldest turns 18 on Monday. Oh, how's that feeling? Them growing up like that. 13 and 15. So you got the bad stage right now. I wouldn't say it's the bad, but compared to everything that was before, would you consider teenage worse than preteen? My kid's like 10, my oldest one, and he's getting kind of crazy. He's just straight up turning into like a nasty, not like, you know, his attitude's nasty, it's just getting lazy. Like does not mind laying around in filth type of thing. Like he'll drop a deuce in the toilet and just not flush it. Like, bro. Like, that is trifling. That is like straight up, you just don't care. That's all that is. Like, you just did not care to turn around and hit that little flusher. What's up with that? It's like one thing. If it's yellow, let it mellow. But if it's brown, you flush it down, right? It's a general rule of thumb. The oldest is definitely the laziest. Alright. Gotcha. Alright, 1-2. GG's, Rob. I had a feeling you were slowing down. Felt like you were going too slow at the end. Like, he'll come in for playing outside, and he'll be laying around in his bed and stuff, watching videos or playing Fortnite or something. And then, talking about like he's itchy and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, just go take a shower. That's all it takes. Take a shower and get out of those clothes that you were sweating in. It's a little self-maintenance. Like, I'll have my off days sometime if I'm busy or I'm just too tired. But I don't know. Teens seem to be. I don't remember ever going that long without showers as a teenager. Or like, so a few years ago, I had met my half-brother for the first time when my mom came out. This was before my daughter was born. So she had just met my oldest kid for the first time back when we were living in Vegas. And my half-brother comes along so I could meet him. He's like 13, 14 years old. They were there for like, I don't know, like 7 days, something like that. Literally the entire time he wore the same Bullet Club shirt. I'm like, bro, like, that thing's gotta be like a second skin on you at this point. Is that like the only shirt you packed? Like, we're in Vegas, there's tons of shop that sells shirts. It's like, I like this one. And then all he could talk about was burger spots. Like, burgers was all he cared. He's always about like finding the best burger and stuff. He's completely changed now. Like, he's like way different now. He's like, I think he's like 18 now, something like that. Alright, 2, 3, 4. Couldn't clutch it. Yo, what's up, Chaos? How you doing tonight? How's your weekend going, Chaos? I watched a few of your streams, like ranking up with your Zerg. I think one of the streams you worked on Baymax. So I've been lurking on your channel every now and then. What? Every time you post a short, I'll go ahead and hit it with a like and stuff like that too. So that's why it threw me off when you had said that earlier. I was like, what? It's like, I didn't block anybody. I haven't blocked anybody in forever. No. My friends list is beginning like crazy big. So what happens after you hit a certain number, it'll start auto deleting people when you're adding new people in, and it won't even like warn you or anything either. So you'll like, alright, I don't see you where you're at, and then you'll find out they're not on your friends list anymore or something like that. It happens on RRCs all the time as well, and mics too. You been working on anybody this weekend, Chaos? Leveling anybody up for any videos? I don't know if we're gonna get it. Sorry, I'm kind of sick. Runny nose and sneezing. Took some medicine right before the stream started. Luckily my throat's not hurting anymore. That's why I keep like sniffling and stuff. Yeah, we only got 3 and 4. 2 and 3, I mean. That's all good. Who was that in first? Cooking us like that? Woody again. Cooking all these mid-season racers. He's probably number 1 Woody, because just about every time I see him, he's running Woody. Because I remember his name, because every time I see KC, I'm always thinking KC Masterpiece for some reason, like the sauce. There goes that JoJo that I never heard of, but he's running with Wolf. As long as we can stun Wolf, I think we'll be alright. I could not catch up to him. Like I said, I think it was just the Zeus we had to worry about. feel like that might be Goldie and then Rapunzel. What are you running? There's a Stitch. It's a strong team right there. I think it was just Queen that was giving me issues. I think there's a shop reset.
Did you know snowmen are naturally aerodynamic?
Everyone stays very safe.
Anyone want to throw the discus around? Super chisel demigod passing through.
Alright, 2.5 hours into the stream. Appreciate you guys kicking it on your Saturday night. Could be anywhere else, but you're here. Appreciate you guys a lot. Oh, you cloaked up. I was trying to give you a shield. I want to slow down so I can give you one real quick. I guess we don't even really need shields. I just looked down at the mini map. I was like, oh, never mind. We don't need protection against anything. Yeah, I usually have some lurkers, which I appreciate those guys just as much, you know, as people that interact. Because those are people that, they're like your loyal kind of like supporters. Like, even if they're not engaging, maybe they're just doing something, maybe it's just something they're putting on in the background, but they're helping you with your watch time hours. And that's a really important metric. And it really helps you in the algorithm too, because when you're talking about like your click-through impressions and your click-through impression rate, it's really important for the algorithm, because that lets YouTube know, like, hey, like, because you could have tons and tons of views, but if you don't have the watch hours that goes with it, then that tells YouTube that it's not worth watching, because people clicked on it and they went away. Versus if you have a lot more hours of watch time for those few lurkers that are loyal and staying for the whole string kind of thing, then that tells YouTube, like, hey, like, people are watching it, they're loving it, and they're staying it, so we're going to suggest it to other channels in those feeds. So lurkers are like crazy important and extremely appreciated. So I don't be getting mad if they're not talking, they're still chilling, supporting, and hopefully I'm entertaining them. Trying to give people a reason to stay and feel comfortable, you know. No, I never played Mirrorverse. Never even heard of it, actually. I was reading that the new, like, this is rough, that the new Disney mode in Fortnite is gonna be like, basically, it's gonna be like Disney Infinity, was what I was reading. They were just going for maximum slowdown and disruption between Queen and Barbossa. And then you got one guy for speed. It's like I want to go down lower to like 36 to see if that'll improve our odds, but I would more than likely be working on Hatter, and he's only at level 44. There goes that love tap. I think he's what, number 1 Aladdin? Right underneath One Drift. Alright, sounds good, bro. Is the football game over? I like to bump too. I grew up in a mosh pit. kept him back enough. Couldn't get in front of that Baymax. He's just got the speed advantage with his charged. Got DC'd while I'm in the lobby. Crazy. That's something I put on the survey. That's like the only thing I put on the survey. Like, fix your damn servers. Like, cut out the mandatory DCs, you know? Like, I'm in a lobby. I'm not even in a race and I still get DC'd. I'm in a single player race and I still get DC'd. I'll be crossing the finish line and I'll get a DC. It is just wild. And it's not like it's random, because it makes its rounds literally to everyone. Like, it's a mandatory thing for everybody. Because you'll see people in, you know, that are in your group, they'll get a DC one match, and then the next match you'll get the DC. Because it's like, it's very systematical, the way they do that. And I'm pretty sure it's because their servers are so old that they have to clear up the catch data. And the only way they can really do that, probably, with their limitations, is to just completely wipe those temporary lobbies. Wipe out all that user data. Just so, like, I guess the system doesn't crash or whatever. I guess that's like their quick fix for it. It's like, let's just clear the memory cache. And then, of course, we're the ones that kind of pay that price. Alright, what did we get, 1 and 3? Yeah, Flynn will do that. GG's. why were there so many stacked ones right there? That was ridiculous. There was like half a deck of cards in that one spot. You got cooked in combos, like you were running in them, or you're running against them. Yeah, you can hop back in. You were in them. Who are you running, Barbosa? I shut you in, mate. Yeah, when you're running against a bunch of meta, if you fall back from like a stun or a bad turn or something, like, it is so hard to catch up because you can't hit anybody with your hands. I'll just get up to 6,500 and then we can switch up to whatever rank. I think Irish is gonna be hopping in pretty soon. Alright, I'm just gonna raise her up like 40 more points to hit 65, and then we can go lower to work on whoever. We can work on your hatter if that's who you want to work on tonight. I'll play it by ear. I do want to do a Marvel rival stream. Get that in this weekend. But I'll see how I'm feeling in the morning. Nice, nice. Yeah, I want to see what she looks, how she cooks. And more likely, if I do a day stream tomorrow, it'll more likely be in the morning-ish. Because I think more towards like noonish, something like that. I'm gonna take my kids to like the park and the basketball court and stuff, so we can all get them some energy out and, you know, spend time with them and all that good stuff. And then I'll be like completely free tomorrow night to do a stream, as long as I'm not like feeling like death, you know. I'm hoping I don't feel worse than I did today. We'll see though. Because I say all this now when I'm feeling sort of alright after I've taken medicine. GG's. Your kids play Rivals? Do you ever play it? Well, it's like if I'm already gonna be awake and I'm not like feeling like dead, then like I got nothing better to do than to stream because I'm not gonna do anything super taxing when my body doesn't feel like getting up. So I might as well do something a little productive, you know? Because that's how I was like tonight. It's like I could go to bed and try to get some rest, but like my body's so used to being up at this time of night and doing this that it's just like this comes a little bit more natural as far as my nighttime habit goes. But I appreciate you understanding. Who is this Hans? I'd really get pushed to 5th. I guess it did count them as the person I passed. Unfortunate. He had to push that Alice. I was about to get in 3rd. You were selling? I'll be pulling those same new moves myself. I feel dumb when I do it too. Like really? I don't know better by now. I'm not getting stunned by those cards. I'm sorry. Looks like I have no choice about it. only thing they had to save there. I was in front of Kristoff and her.
It's going to be all right.
Queen of Hearts doesn't do too hot in UC lobbies. Seems like she does a lot better in lower ranks. Alright, we're 25 away from hitting 65. The Invisible Man SFX. They're looking clean. I didn't even look at them yet.
Time for work.
You'll get the unstable molecules for her VFX for her ultimate. Nice. I have some stacked up. Yeah, you can hop in. Like I said, I'm only 25 points away, so I don't think it won't be like you're gonna be running it too long in this. Definitely switch it up after. I know UC isn't for everybody. That Maui is not way back there like that, is he? His partner's hating him. Guarantee that. Moana and Maui? That's crazy. And Maui's just slow as a snail. Look at him down there. Look how he's literally like going at snail speed. We're about to lap him a second time. Literally lapped him 2 times. It's wild. $33 Moana and 28 Maui in UC lobbies. They're killing themselves.
Thank you so very much. Perhaps I'll sing while
Yeah, dude, that's like Dark Souls kind of torture. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's what that level 1 Cindy feels like. Like you're playing Bloodborne on like the nightmare difficulty type thing. Permadeath. That kind of game mode. I'm sure that's what level 1 Cindy feels like. 2.8k. Woo! You ain't doing nothing with that. Is that Stitch up there? People hate hearing those birds. All the way back in 5th. Crazy. Damn, they had us locked down like that. Crazy. Yeah, there's nothing to feel bad about losing to them. Like, you can feel good about winning against them, but you don't have to feel bad about losing to them. They're just like, kinda on that level. Like, PJ's strong, but I would say out of those three, he's the weaker of the three. But that's not me saying he's a weak racer. Just out of those three that are running, like, Stitch goes hard. He goes crazy. I'm used to seeing him run with, like, Flynn or, like, Team Platters. He doesn't play either. Like, he's playing for keeps. So you can definitely feel like a sense of accomplishment when you beat them, but you don't really have to feel bad about losing against them. He's cloaked. I thought he was behind me. He's like skipping. Did he miss it? Oh, seriously? That was lame. Stupid physics. It just like bounces you when you hit like the lip of like one of those cliffs, and then you're like, you have 5 seconds of like hang time before you finally get reset. Are you not used to running it? Have you gotten to UC with anybody, Irish? Right. Totally agree. Yep, so you haven't gotten anybody to UC? Alright. We'll definitely work on that the next few streams that you hop in. We'll get you there inch by inch, you know? Because, like, the first one always kind of feels intimidating, but after, like, 3 or 4 UCs, they kind of just snowball. And then it's just like, alright, who am I UCing next? And then, like, certain racers can feel a lot harder to get it done with than others, obviously. Alright, locked it in. GG's, guys. Alright, I'm only 11 way. Do you have Sally's Epic or Vanellope's? You should have Vanellope's, right? If you did the calendar, the last calendar we had. Well, we're also using like Sally is really fast. You just gotta get her crew up. She is like one of the best racers, so you're not running a bad racer. It's just her abilities pop off a certain kind of way, and we have really high crew. And crew definitely makes a difference. Because you're talking about a level 4 epic. That's 9% on every single one of your stats. You can basically count that as like 9 upgrades. Like, that's 9 extra levels. I would count it actually more than that because it's 9 per stat, right? But if we're just talking percentages, so level 4, you'll have 9% right there, right? Let's say you run a couple of level 5 crews. That's 5% each to whatever stats they're boosting. And if it's purple, they're usually hooking you up with like 3 different stats. So that's an extra 5%. You run two of them, that's 10%. Let's say you're running all top speed for your crew. Let's add that up. So let's say you got 2 level 5s that are dedicated towards top speed. That's 10% right there. And then you got a level 4 that also gives you a 9%. That's 19% extra speed to whatever your base speed is. So if you're at level 50, that's 9% of whatever that, or that's 14% of whatever that, 19%, my bad. And that's not, like, if you were to go fully maxed out with full out crew, and let's say you dedicate them all towards top speed, you can run 3 of them at you know, like that's 15% on top of 10% from a level 5 epic. So you could essentially get an extra 25% to your top speed if you have all maxed out crew. Think about that. That's 25% extra top speed just from crew. That's why we feel like that much faster. Okay, I hit 65, so we can go lower. Yeah, crew makes such a huge difference. You usually think like, oh, I just need to max them out. I just need to get their levels up. But that's just like the surface. You know, that's the tip of the iceberg type thing. I really hooked my Mowgli crew up last time his chain was in, so I got level 4 King Louie. He helps out with acceleration. But my Ka's also level 4. That's an extra plus 221, but he also helps out with my shield. And then my wolf pack got up to level 3, so it's an extra 442 to top speed, plus all these other stats. And then they give you, when you have an epic, it also gives you a starting skill. So once I get them to 50, then I'll be able, I'm gonna see if I have somebody that gives me a buff to fire. That way I can balance out all of his, yeah, she does fire. Alright, so I like to focus kind of on skills, balancing those out. That way, whenever I pull a skill, it's strong. Jungle Patrol's too weak right now, dude. Jungle Patrol's feeling weak every time I put him on. Alright, did you want to work on your Hatter, Irish? You said he was MPR 19? Your Alish crew should be up pretty high, right? He's level 20? Alright. I will hook it up with some team support. Give you guys some doors. Mike's definitely not my favorite to race with. Did you get DC'd? ODA? Oh, you might go to bed soon. Gotcha. Oh, you did get DC'd? Alright. Ugh. Alright, I shot you an invite if you do want to hop back in.
Shame. Time to get started. Tick tock, tick tock. Oh, yes.
Probably another 30 minutes to an hour. So wake up. Of course I did. Oh, I really hurt that Zeus, I think, when I hit him with that mirror. He was right behind me. I think that last mirror really hurt him. He was trying to go 1v1 with me. Trying to fight me. Alright, sounds good, ODU. The things said in Mike's stream? Are you talking about his Pokemon card stream? Like, from like a few hours ago? I thought he was talking about Jack Sparrow, but I guess he was talking about me. I like vaguely heard something about me, but he said my name like 5 times. I was like, maybe he's talking about Jack Sparrow. But then he mentioned your name.
I think I handled that remarkably well.
Yeah. I just had to rewind the stream to see him.
You are not gonna regret this.
Oh, I think I do remember what you were saying when he said, "I'll remember that," Kellen, about his forehead. When you're, nah, I think he's got a thicker skin than that dude.
I'm gonna race circles around you guys. Time to get started.
Yeah, I think you're good, dude.
Tick-tock.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus he's like chuckled. I don't think he's that insecure about it. Looks like he's about to call me up. I think he's calling you up after too. Yeah, I think you're good, dude.
Gonna race circles around you guys. Watch. So glad I'm wearing my
Because he was joking on himself about it. I guarantee, laying in bed next to his girl, he is not thinking about that. Guarantee it. Oh, really? It wouldn't let me hop in? What news? Yeah, I'm definitely not the biggest fan of Mike.
Can't wait to get started.
You guys getting into anything good tomorrow? Got any plans? Not really. Math homework.
I knew I liked you.
I might just end up doing like a daytime stream tomorrow and take tomorrow night off. Just to rest. Probably chill out, watch some football or something. I haven't watched any Sunday night football games because I'm usually on here at nighttime when they're on. Sometimes I'll catch the ones that are on Prime. I'll catch the replays of them, but it's not the same. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. got through all that mess. All those cards. She was trying her hardest. All the way from the back. Getting some good wins in. How's Hatter feeling, Irish?
I am on it. Race circles around you guys. Watch. They do themselves already.
This time, I'm winning the prize.
Oh dear, I'm all turned around. You're filming this for myself, a real guy?
You like using? Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with him too. He's very solid. I wouldn't put him on the same level as like S-tier racers like, you know, Super Hans or Flynn or anything, or even Snow White or anything like that, but he can give those kind of racers a lot of issues, which is also very important. Alright, 135. GG's.
I knew I liked you.
Yeah, there was a lot of shenanigans going on. I blew my nose out, and I sound even more stuffed up now. I can't even breathe out of my nose now. That's rough. That is rough. Alright, sounds good.
Which way? The enthusiasm is exhausting.
Oh, what are you doing up? Huh? What's up? Somebody's awake. Is he high? Or still sleepy? Oh, he fell for it.
Alright, stunned her, kept her back there. Good stuff. 134. Alright, appreciate that, ODA. You have a good night. Thanks for the races. I'm about to get called up to RRC. I just heard them. So I'm gonna make sure I hop into that. Because I had to pass on him last time. Because he moved on to somebody else. GG's ODA. Good races.
Yeah, what is that?
Oh yeah, no problem, Irish. I just didn't want to decline another request when he like made an accommodation for me and all that. Yeah, good races. Did you get some levels in on your hatter?
Hey, what are you doing? Huh? You want a soda pop? And I think with the babies.
You got up 3 levels? Nice. Getting them a little bit closer to level 40. You just need some upgrade coins.
What are you scared of? Oh, is he a pirate? You see the pirate? Oh, is he scary?
Yar.
a pirate scary?
I kept thinking she was trying to hit me, but she was trying to fist bump me because she saw paybacks. You got up 3 NPR. Gotcha. Have you knocked out the chapters yet? Next week the RV challenge should give 15,000 upgrade coin. What are those finks doing? Alright, 234 gets it.
You okay?
This might end the streak right here. It's a rough team. Nope. Definitely losing this one. They're gone, bro. If me and RC are both back here, I think they're gone. 2 supercharged Hercs and an Alice. Alright, looks like we're gonna do one more race. Then I'll be ending it. Baby girl's up now, sitting in my lap, which tells me that she wants me to go take her to bed upstairs. And get her baba and all that.
You okay?
Yeah, get her some more medicine. Reset. Let's see if we get some slow down now. Probably not enough time for it to even matter. Wild. Still couldn't catch up to anything. It's the same team. Just squashing us. Double supercharged Baymaxes and Alice. Only so much you can do against them. That's how out of my I call them double supercharged Baymaxes when they're Hercules. Just tells you how much medicine. medicine. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Where are we at? 3 hours, 50 minutes into the stream. Not bad. So, I'm gonna take some medicine, lay down, and give my baby some medicine. Just lay her back down before she starts getting wound up. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Hope you guys have an awesome day tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow as long as I'm not feeling like worse. If I feel like death, I'm not gonna be streaming. I'm gonna rest and recuperate or whatever. But like if I'm feeling like this, I'll be fine to stream. You just might have to deal with my sniffles. That's about it. So hope you guys have an awesome day tomorrow. Get some rest tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you hanging out, kicking it. Awesome races tonight. Irish, Woodruff, King Rob. Awesome sets tonight. Got a lot of good races in. I will catch you guys tomorrow on the next one. Alright, you guys have an amazing night. Stay safe. Yeah. Spider. Hey, you say bye-bye? You say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, I'll catch you guys later. I'll see you guys next time. You guys have an awesome night. Appreciate you guys a lot.